I woke up yesterday and I just kept hearing in my head, chocolate coins, chocolate coins, chocolate coins. I drove my family, I drove the team that's working on Texas Transactional Gold nuts, because I just had this vision of people going to Austin and carrying chocolate coins. That's something we've done. My family and a bunch of supporters have been down there for a few weeks trying to tell them to support House Bill 4903 and Senate Bill 2334, and I've watched the politics of Austin. It's nuts. And here we were handing out chocolate coins, and it just became overwhelming to me that we've got to do this. We've got to do this. So I get a very special opportunity to be on Flashpoint, and I go on Flashpoint, and Gene says, "What do you want to talk about?" And I said, "Chocolate coins." And I shook him up and rattled him, and he thought I was nuts. Everybody thought I was nuts yesterday, but it just couldn't get it off my spirit or my head. I felt like the movement of God was somehow connected to chocolate coins. We're supporting Texas Transactional Gold. We believe that every Texan ought to have the ability to actually put real gold or silver on deposit at the bullion depository and then use a little simple debit card to buy and sell things with. It protects you against inflation. It's under the Constitution. It's legal and legitimate. We have a bullion depository. This bill, 4903 in the House and 2334 in the Senate, would mean that the comptroller could take a check from you. You could send them a check, or you could electronically transfer $100, $500, $5,000, $5 million. They would take it on deposit and they would buy gold or silver at your choice and hold it for you until you needed to spend it, and then they give you a debit card that you could go spend it when you wanted to. The application works well. I've used it commercially. There are several providers commercially that offer this, but it's not Texas, and it's not transactional in the sense that it's legal tender. If Texas passes these bills, they are legal tender, and you can take your debit card and you can pay for it, and merchants will accept it. They may just be getting dollars, but you'll be paying for it in gold with tax benefits and advantages. It's really a great idea. We talk about it a lot in the Economic War Room. You can go watch our episodes on this. But this whole idea, this notion of chocolate coins, where did that come from? Why was it overwhelming me? So I got a text from Jim Garlow last night in Israel who said, "Hey, I read your update, and we're going to, instead of well-versed sending our normal update from Israel, I'm just going to take your update that you gave out and sent out, which was an email. You can get the emails free, EconomicWarRoom.com. Sign up for our battle plans, and you'll get an email every week." He said, "I'm going to take that email. I'm going to send it to our entire list." But why chocolate coins? I said, I just felt like the Lord laid it on my heart over and over and over. So I said, let's look up the history. Now, he's in Israel at the moment. So I looked up the history of chocolate coins and found out, most chocolate coins are produced for Hanukkah, and they're given by parents to their children. I was like, well, that's interesting. Well, why do they give them chocolate coins? What's the symbolism of that? So I looked up, and in Smithsonian Magazine, here's the story. They call it gelt. The roots of gelt, or money in Yiddish, are in the first Jewish minted coins in 142 BC, after the Maccabees gained independence from the Syrian king. The coins were stamped with an image of a menorah. I wondered why all these chocolate coins. You can go on Amazon and you can find boxes and boxes of them stamped with a menorah. Why was that? The answer was when the Maccabees threw off the oppression from the Assyrian king, they kicked him out of the country. They won a great victory over tyranny. The first thing they did was they minted their own coins. And so I prayed and I said, why chocolate coins? That is a celebration of the victory over tyranny. And in the state of Texas, we believe that in Austin, every legislator needs to see chocolate coins. Every staffer, every security person, anybody working in the Capitol needs to be offered chocolate coins. And you can get at transactionalgold.com, you can get a history of why we're pushing for transactional gold. We explain it with FAQs, and then you can click a link that says download a flyer, print it off, and when you hand a chocolate coin, give them also a flyer explaining our bills and why we want to see this happen. I have a vision for thousands of people to descend on Austin carrying chocolate coins and these flyers saying, vote for this bill, because it will be throwing off tyranny and oppression, allowing Texas to mint its own currency under the Constitution as a state in the United States, and other states can do this and follow our lead. And just like the Jewish tradition, to share the celebration in advance, believing by faith we're going to achieve this, and celebrating with chocolate coins. I believe that's why God put that on my heart yesterday. When I read the history, I was blown away and brought to tears, because I believe God's about to do another great victory, just like the Maccabees, throwing off the tyranny of oppression so that Texas can stand tall as a great state in the United States of America. Texas should be leading in this. And we invite Oklahoma. The state treasurer of Oklahoma has already said he's interested. We invite Florida. I spoke to Governor DeSantis. We invite Utah. They've shown interest. South Carolina. We think we can take our money back. You know, our money is backed by absolutely nothing at Federal Reserve notes, and just the full faith and confidence. Since we left the gold standard, we've lost 87% of the value of the purchasing power since 1971, when Richard Nixon left the gold standard. We can take that back and win a great tyranny over inflation, over oppression, over central bank digital currencies, or anything else that threatens our liberty, by producing and minting our own coin here in Texas out of gold and silver. And we celebrate it in advance by sharing chocolate coins. So I invite you all, for the next couple of weeks, if you've got a chance, go to Austin, go to the Capitol, enter through the security. It's very easy, easier than getting inside the airport. Take the flyers you print off from transactionalgold.com and take chocolate coins. You'll bring a smile to their face, you'll educate them, and you might make a difference in getting these bills passed and signed into law to bring a great victory, just like the Maccabees celebrated over the Syrians. Do this. I think it's God's call for us today. God bless you all. Thank you.